massed crowds here in support of Donegal and Dublin, the big Ds. So the climax of the footballing year, the 104th All-Ireland Football Final, just now moments away. Will it be Donegal's first or Dublin's 22nd title?
It's a great occasion for our county, and it's something we all dreamed of, and it's happened, and we're going to enjoy it no matter what.
Absolute perfect conditions for a game now. The wind has died and the sun has gone in.
So off we go then, and straight away it's Anthony Molloy, the Donegal team captain, kicking it into space. Tony Boyle having to come for it, wrestled to the ground smartly by Jerry Hargan. But smartly is all very well. It was a deliberate foul. So a free to Donegal, and a chance straight away for Martin McHugh just to test the free kicking skills. There were frees missed in the early stages of the semi-final that you felt they'd kick over in their sleep almost. So here's the first attempt, dropping to the right. The first miss of the day. Charlie always takes 7 steps back, 3 steps to the left, and then he'll move again. 4 into a circular movement, and after all those steps, he taps it over the bar. And there's the first score after 2.5 minutes. Towards McGalvin. Barry McGowan in there challenge, but he's left it behind to Niall Guyden. Players calling for just inside, but Guyden put the head down. Now he's picked it up and inside towards Galvin. Simple, effective, and he's put it over the bar. Bonner. Aimed inside towards McMullan in there challenging. Comes down here, and it's hit somewhat off the post from James McHugh. Martin McHugh fires it over the bar. It was the very least that attack deserved. Martin McHugh then opens Donegal's scoring account. And Keith Barr, as usual, to wallop it back into the opposition half of the field as they challenge for it. Scrambles loose, won by Desi Farrell. And it's gone outside, but the referee says that the push it is a penalty. The referee awards a penalty after 8 minutes of the first half for some pushing on Farrell as he was trying to hit that one in. He hit it wide, but he was pushed in the process.
Again, high ball in here, causing problems for the Donegal defence. 3 or 4 players had a chance of getting it clear before it breaks down to Desi Farrell, and now it's a harmless enough penalty, I think.
I have to say, looking at that again, there didn't seem to be any push. That looked a very harsh decision. Charlie Redmond kicking, and he's put it wide. He's put it wide, and I can only think that perhaps it's poetic justice. Paddy won't agree, but I think that was a fairly innocuous challenge, and I doubt very much if the penalty should have been granted. Sheedy gathering towards Vinnie Murphy. It's looking good for Vinnie Murphy against Matt Gallagher. Ominous for Donegal in these early minutes of this match, and that's gone over the bar. Now Donal Reid has intimated that he plans to retire from senior football after this final. That's in towards Manus Boyle. Jersey Tug fed inside nicely. James McHugh. And that's sailed over the bar. A nice point by James McHugh, his first of the match.
Donegal trying to counteract Keith Barr's freeze into Vinnie Murphy by dropping Anthony Molloy back in front of him.
It hasn't worked this time either. He's won 3 balls now in succession, but they group well, the Donegal backs, but still, Sheedy's available to take the pass, and it's simplicity itself, but so effective. Well, Keith Barr has been very busy, watching now, however, as Clark is going to kick this one from the hands. Flick down, and it's Martin Gavigan, known to legions of Donegal fans as Rambo. Bounce judged brilliantly by Bonner. In towards Anthony Molloy, fisted forward superbly to Tony Boyle, unmarked momentarily, now going by Hargan. There's a chance here to Manus Boyle. Oh, and somehow he's put it up and over the bar, with the goal absolutely yawning in front of him. He's levelled the match, but that it should have been a second Donegal goal, no question about it.
Again, brilliant play by Donegal to get the ball in, and Jerry Hargan had lost Tony Boyle completely. Could have had a shot himself and give it to Manus Boyle, and clips the top of the crossbar and over. Donegal could have 2 goals at this stage.
Well, Dublin, as we said earlier, inclined to lose concentration from time to time, and that was one instance. This is Jack Sheedy against Martin McHugh. Good work to come back, makes the kick difficult for Jack Sheedy, who watches, and the umpire gives the positive salute, but it's gone over the bar. 2 points for Jack Sheedy, and Dublin respond instantly. Donegal behind by just a point, by 5 points to 4, coming looking for an equalising score. Martin McHugh, one of the cleverest footballers in the country. Still Martin McHugh drawing 4 Dublin defenders to him, and he slots it over the bar for the equaliser. 2 points for Martin McHugh, 5 points apiece, and the game is now turning out to be all we had hoped it might be.
Game going at breakneck speed, and Martin McHugh breaking through and doing what Donegal weren't doing the semi-final, going straight for the goals and kicking a great point.
While all this is happening, Donegal are back in the attack again. Some great shouldering back in defence. Martin Gavigan was part of the action, and Declan Bonner puts it over the bar. And for the first time in the match, Donegal hit the front. And Paul Curran is standing about 13 metres back, and it's kicked beautifully over the bar by Manus Boyle. Manus Boyle feeding it back here. Tony Boyle to Manus, I should say. Now Tony once again. He's kicked it well, and he's kicked it truly, and he's put it over the bar. Eamon Heary nipping in here. Delivering the ammunition inside towards Desi Farrell. Got there well, and he's kicked it over the bar. 3.5 minutes now to go to half-time. Donegal's 19th free. In towards Manus Boyle, fetched well, turning nicely on his right-hand side, and effortlessly put over the bar. Manus Boyle from Killybegs kicks his 3rd point. This could turn out to be a handy little dance craze eventually. Same result. Over the head of Dave Thoran, picked up here by James McHugh. Nicely inside to Martin McHugh. They dovetail very nicely indeed, wanting to make an impact in this Donegal's first final, and what an impact they're making. In by Curran, won smartly however by Anthony Molloy, the Donegal team captain. That's going to be the end of the first half. Tommy Sugro's whistle, not heard by too many people. A rip-roaring first half. Dublin led, and led very comprehensively for a long time, but the Donegal team, cheered on by their legions of fans, have made a huge battle out of this. In a frantic pace, it's Donegal will lead by 3 points. Half-time score, Donegal 10 points, Dublin 7.
Still 35 minutes to play yet, Adrian.
What do you think of the first half?
Good, but we have still to do the same again.
Gary Walsh in his 20th championship match. Niall Guyden in towards Vinnie Murphy. A chase in there with Matt Gallagher. Needing to be disciplined. Nicely across the face of the goal. Outside for the corner forward. And Mick Galvin obliges. It's Manus Boyle who comes out to take this one. Tagging on another score. So 9 minutes into the second half, fresh man in midfield. The ball has been put over the bar. And Dublin with a huge task to face as Barry Cunningham goes through, taken down by Paul Curran. And as usual, it will be Manus Boyle, the net maker for the fishing industry from Killybegs. I'm sure if they go on to win this final, the headline writers tomorrow will have great fun as they bid to land the biggest catch in football, the Sam Maguire Cup, and he kicks over a 6th point. Charlie Mulgrew there, among the substitutes there, one of the more experienced players available to the manager. He should be called into action. Niall Guyden. And Niall Guyden pops it over the bar, a point that Dublin very, very badly needs. Bonner. Curls in well. It's another good kick. 2 from 2 for Declan Bonner. Turning it outside to Guyden. Rounding Donal Reid. Still Niall Guyden. Now Jack Sheedy. Well, that's the moment when they needed that attack to produce a score. And the hand causing a problem or two. Martin Gavigan coming to kick this one. 12 minutes remaining. Donegal 14 points, Dublin 9. And Tony Boyle, challenged by Paul Clark, comes back here again. Still advancing, Manus Boyle. Manus looks to put this one on its way, and it's over the bar. Is that the kind of point that will now ensure Donegal's first All-Ireland final success? Every bit of his own. Paul Clark kicks, and Paul Clark has scored. It's one back. The margin is back to 5 points. Now Jack Sheedy. Tommy Carr has gone forward for once, the Dublin captain. Outside towards Vinnie Murphy. Has a scoring chance here. Vinnie Murphy going through, and he's put it over the bar. It's won by Dublin, however. Paul Clark trying to open up the play across here with young Niall Guyden. Guyden against Donal Reid. Oh, into space neatly for Heary to come onto. Usually scores a point. And that's his regular point in the championship for the afternoon. Huge leap in the air by James McHugh, but it's won back there by Donegal's Barry Cunningham. Fed nicely forward. Tony Boyle going through. We haven't had a goal in the match so far. Was there a foul there by Mick Deegan? The referee says yes. Free in. And the free kick, of course, will be left to Manus Boyle to take. He's hit over 7 points so far. 4 out of 4 from frees. So can he maintain his 100% record? Answer a very definite yes. Gary Walsh kicking it out. One back there by Barry Cunningham. Left-footed forward towards Manus Boyle. Can they kill it off here with a goal? They're satisfied with a point. Well, he's happy to just put that further bit of distance between the sides.
Great ball in from Barry Cunningham to Manus Boyle in behind, and even though he could see John O'Leary, he does the right thing.
It's a bit like witnessing the Undertakers coming in. It's Paul Clark kicking. And he's put it high and over the bar. Joyce McMullan. Is this to be it for Donegal? It would be a victory that would give a great deal of heart to so many counties around the country. Bonner has put it over. 4 points for Declan Bonner. And Donegal look to be on their way to their very first championship victory. Donegal poised. Well, who would have thought it at the start of the championship? Yes, you'd fancy them to do well in Ulster, but to go the whole way. Well, there were people who said only the traditional winning counties, the Kerrys, the Meads, the Corks and so on, were likely to win, and Dublin as well. Martin McHugh there, anxious for the full-time whistle, and it's over! And Donegal has won the All-Ireland Final! They win by 4 points. A tremendous contribution by Manus Boyle with 9, Declan Bonner with 4. The man directing operations, Martin McHugh, got 3. The team captain, Anthony Molloy, gave a stirring performance in midfield. Their backs were quite superb. And it's a win that will thrill Gaelic fans, I'm sure, throughout the country. No disrespect to Dublin, but this will do a lot for Gaelic football. It will do a lot for the so-called weaker counties in a year where Clare emerged from Munster. Donegal came from Ulster, but the difference is they went the whole way. They believed they could do it, and Anthony Molloy, the team captain, inspired by Brian McAniff. What a day for Brian, no doubt about it. They deserve their win. Donal Reid, who said this would be his last day. What a way to bow out if he is indeed to retire from the game. Although I'm sure Brian McAniff and others will have things to say to him maybe afterwards and during the winter, and hope that he comes back again next year. But Anthony Molloy, who retired, who came back, And Gary Walsh, who missed last week's Down County final because of his involvement in this All-Ireland final, well, the wait has been worthwhile. A thrilling win. Anthony Harkin in there as well. And here's the presentation ceremony.
August go Hariha, a Connolly, either Harshalia Sawalya. They start Cleha Ogan in you. Cleha Bra Sportual. Dimmer Furanot Clee Gomai. Up Dimmer Furan Tirconnell Nisfar. Gon Cobrown Le Furan Cleha. August Cresliam Muncher Tirconnell. August Akarja. Ta Ahas Undoanorum. On Carn of Runner, Don Kedower, our Captain Tirconnell, our Anthony Molloy.
History is made. Anthony Molloy, the first Donegal man to lift Sam. The All-Ireland final is won by Donegal.
I think we're under a lot less pressure coming down here today. You know, I think against Mayo, there was a lot of pressure on us to win. I don't think like that kind of pressure is on us out there today. The lads are out. I think we played our usual football. We mixed it a bit, some long balls, but I think, and some short ones, but I think it was just true Donegal football we saw out there today.
It hasn't sunk in yet. It's great for the people of Donegal, it's great for the people back at home. It's great for the people of Ulster. This is the first time we put back-to-back. Ulster football's on the map.
Well, we had a great thing within the team, you know, we had confidence. Even in Ulster final when we were, you know, not looking too good, we said to ourselves at half-time we could still win it, and we always knew it, you know. We didn't say it too many times, but we always had that feeling. And the same thing was there today.
It's an unreal feeling. It's something that I suppose for a lot of years one dreams about, but the feeling one couldn't really describe because it's an inner warmth, and the fact that Donegal is such a remote county makes it all the more, how should I say, all the more special to you, because I have a great graph from my own county, and as such, you know, as you could see from the receptions we've received over the past couple of days, it's just an unreal situation.
Even before this triumph, you had plenty of success as a player and a manager, but there were dark times too. You must be glad that you kept bouncing back every time.
Yeah, there were some days one felt like quitting, you know. I can think of National League matches, Championship matches, all I have to do is go back to the Ulster final, or even last spring when Dublin beat us in the quarter-final. But this present squad, there was always that feeling that somehow, sometime, that we were just going to do it. And I felt that when I went back as manager some 3 years ago. I told the county board then, I felt there was an All-Ireland in the side. And me pipped us 2 years ago. We disappointed in the Ulster final last year, but we got the bit between our teeth after the Dublin defeat, and we took it from there.